So this guy has been all over the algorithm lately for all the wrong reasons. One, Mr. Brad Taste in Music had everything on his plate. He had collaborations, literally getting paid to react to music, he achieved the easiest hack to get rich quick, and he lost it all. This was a guy who I was hoping to make connections with, but failed miserably at doing so, and I'm glad I failed. Cause you, sir, you deserved to have everything stripped away from you. So for those of you who watch my channel and don't know who this person is, Brad Taste in Music is a YouTuber who has been at this music critic business for almost a decade now. The guy was clearly inspired by the likes of Anthony Fantano and ARTV in the world of music criticism where everything is subjective, and fans of particular musicians will openly defend their idols, oftentimes justifiably so. Brad entered into this community with quite the energy. He was someone who at first glance I could relate to. I actually discovered him pretty fairly early, sometime in 2019, when SoundCloud rap was at its peak. I had been into some of the rappers in that scene back then, and to see Brad rip into some of them was pretty entertaining. Now at the same time, Brad was also part of a group of friends who tend to do like parodies or homemade versions of said rappers, that being Flex Entertainment. I actually did a few songs about them out of boredom, which resulted in them releasing a response song back to me, which I'm sure you can figure out what that is after this video. I looked really ugly back then, just a forewarning. So glad I'm a cute VTuber now. But we squashed that beef, and I was looking forward to being part of that community. Now in that label, Brad went by the name Big Baller B, which I assumed was going to be his main career at the time, and it seemed to have coexisted with his music reviews. A couple months surpassed though, and his channel really began to take off. The guy was getting views upon views, whether that was his My Chemical Romance reviews or the ones for 21 Pilots, and his lists for worst songs, best songs, songs that make you cringe. The guy masterminded his way into a potential mainstay in the community. Now at the same time, I was looking forward to starting a career for myself as a film critic, in the fashion of Siskel and Ebert or Jeremy Jans or Chris Stuckman. I had a website for 3 years with my reviews on them, but they went absolutely nowhere. So I went ahead and tried to restart as an entertainment critic in general, cause hey, it's very easy to broaden your horizons and be open to anything you see out there that could spawn an easy reaction from people. However, it hit me that it's very hard to break into fame. YouTube is a fickle game, we all know this. After toying around with the idea of being a YouTuber for quite some time, I decided to take myself seriously in 2023, where again, it took forever for me to take off. Meanwhile, Brad had only gotten bigger in the few years I knew his name. I wanted to have his fortune, his fame, the recognition, the collaborations, so I reached out to him on Twitter, and well, I got no response. I knew he wouldn't respond though, cause hey, he has a lot of fans, and responding to them all would take forever, and I understood. That said, I didn't give up on content creation. There was one problem though. All the SoundCloud rappers were dying off one by one. I started to lose faith in the hip-hop genre. The new kids in town were just not doing it for me. And so I moved on to a different world of idols, the VTuber community. It was right then and there I knew this was where I belonged. The more I went down that rabbit hole, there was no getting out. Long story short, I came across this VTuber named Mori Calliope, and for those who watch Brad's channel, you know where this is going. The moment he discovered VTubers, and almost completely disregarding that Mori can appeal to a specific kind of audience, not getting the VTuber / anime culture, and dismissing any sense of potential that she showed, which resulted in quite the backlash from Hololive fans, and to make matters worse, parts of Brad's community would start actually being racist towards anything that resembled anything, anime or VTubers, because of the trauma they got from seeing his videos about Mori Calliope. I could go on all day about his disdain for VTubers, but the most important part was that his bias not only felt one-sided at times, but it felt like he was treating VTubers as a weird novelty for smelly basement dwellers with mommy issues, when in Japan, they're literally just as famous and treated the same way as real-life idols as if they were coexisting with us Who Framed Roger Rabbit style. It's no secret the anime culture has become part of monoculture in recent years, for better or worse. So to see Mori Calliope bashed this way, it kinda put me off his channel for a bit. Having seen the amount of loyalty and passion that Mori has for her career in Hololive, it showed me a new way to go about being a role model and represent the community in a positive light. She inspired me very much so that I began to see her as my true idol. I was willing to still give Brad a pass though, cause after all, you can't disown somebody just cause they don't say what you want to hear. But then comes in this lady, Rima Evenstar. A few months after she debuted, she released a video essay about the controversies of my beloved Grim Reaper idol, and in that video was a whole section dedicated to Brad's criticism of Mori's music, and it intrigued me. She only had a few thousand subscribers at the time, so I figured maybe I could make connections with her. After all, I felt lonely and wanted to make friends I could count on for support and respect. Long story short, our friendship was on. She wound up adding me on Discord and on Twitter. I wound up doing a voice cameo on her Pipkin Pippa video, and she even sampled one of my own videos in her now second most viewed video. Now, in between that time, I made the decision that because VTubers had intrigued me so much, because they were so appealing and so addicting to watch, I contacted my girlfriend and got her to relaunch my channel as a sunshine goddess VTuber named Yui Tachibana. And having performed as this persona for nearly 2 years now, I couldn't be more happy with making this transition. Having been inspired by not just Rima, but also other newstubers in the community and the positive impact of my idols, I completely reinvented myself as a content creator and just now started streaming a month ago. To say this was the change I needed would be an understatement. For you see, this transition saved me from being involved in a realm of chaos. Sometime in 2024, the cracks began to show for Brad, starting off with that infamous photo he took with controversial YouTubers H3H3 Productions, and excusing it as him just wanted to take photos with famous people. Then months down the line, he wound up e-begging for money on stream, despite the fact that he literally has the easiest cheat code to get money on YouTube, literally reacting to music. $9 a minute on a song. Meanwhile, most people can't even afford gas or eggs. This guy was no joke. He masterminded his way into getting rich fast, and it was worth it just to hear some of the most unintentionally hilariously bad songs like Pop Champagne or MGK's punk albums where he's fantasizing about MySpace girls when he's literally in his 30s. So yeah, every now and then I would still check out Brad's channel to get a good laugh, but the LOLs would turn into different LOLs. For you see, this guy would become a lol cow, looking like a total train wreck with every passing incident, including his drug problems and numerous videos he made on his mental health, and claiming that he did not feel safe in his own house. This guy was a ticking time bomb waiting to happen. It was at that point I didn't feel comfortable interacting with someone like that anymore, unless he could change his ways, which you know, relapse is a real thing. And speak of the devil, this shit comes out of nowhere.
Look at me and accept what you have done to me! Do you see what I've become? Tell me what the fuck you just said! Get out of my house! Get out of my fucking house!
Oh look, it's Tourette's guy having another tantrum! Oh wait, that's not Tourette's guy? That's Brad being a bastard to his ex-girlfriend? Good fucking lord. What is wrong with you, my guy? You had everything on your plate! My god, this is the biggest fumble of the year. I watched your videos. I had good times laughing with you. I laughed! And now I weep. I feel so sad that I ever supported you. I feel sad for the fans who donated hundreds off their paychecks to hear you react to music they liked, and this is how you repay them. And most of all, I feel sad for Tina. Girl, you deserve better than this, and I hope wherever you are now that you are loved and appreciated by your family, your future partner. Don't let the trauma you got from this man stop you. It actually disgusts me that I was actually willing to befriend this guy when the cracks were already showing before the leaked audio came to be. I was willing to give him a pass for the VTuber stuff. Hey, you didn't get the culture, but that's okay, you do your thing. But damn boy, I didn't think you would go down for this. Shit, if you get charged, the only career you're gonna be having is being the next Boogie 2988, cause that's the only way you're getting paid now. Heck, we're about to see a documentary about you in the future, so we can watch it and be like, wow, I'm so glad I'm not as fucked up as that guy. That's gonna be your legacy now. It's all coming. It's all gonna bite you in the ass one day, if it hasn't already. Cause you know one thing, you could have let rehab take care of you. You could have looked back and said, I need to be a better person. But there is no going back from this. The moment I moved into Rima's community, I knew right then and there, VTubers were now my new family. They are people who I would consider colleagues, people who share the same passions as I do now, and it benefited me in the long run. Sure, we have our drama too, V-Shoujo shutting down, managers being total dicks, Cinder's betrayal, but damn it, this is my home. And I'm glad I made it my home, cause shit, I would have not wanted to be Tina in your home. Rest in peace to your career, you never deserved it after all. Thanks for watching this video. This is your sunshine, Yui Tachibana, sunsetting for the day.